Tell Nick about when you were a bashful country schoolgirl.
Oh, yes.
And you got caught passing a note.
Oh, yes. You know what? Nicholas, I was in grade school, and I went, I don't remember, they called it the Dahlgren School, but it was also Pleasant Valley School. I think it was Pleasant Valley School. And of course there were 8 grades, and there was one teacher, and that teacher taught all the subjects of all 8 grades.
Wow.
And besides that, she had to do her own custodial work, had to bring in and carry water, see that the water was in there for the kids. They drank out of one of these big crocks, and they had a little spout at the end, and it was something else. Then, oh, let's see, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to tell you about.
Passing the notes.
Oh, passing notes.
How could you forget that?
This one teacher. Here I was passing notes. I wrote down a couple in our neighborhood. My teacher, I remember her name was Catherine Gatewood. She knew Bernice and Carl, as you know, too. And Bernice worked sometimes for my mother, helped her, you know, with the cooking and things for thrashers and things like that. But anyway, Bernice and Carl were going to get married. And it was supposed to be kind of a secret, I guess. But anyway, I wrote this on a note. I said, did you know that Bernice and Carl are going to get married? And I passed the note over to my girlfriend, and the teacher caught me passing that. And so she says, LeVay, bring the note up here. So I had to bring the note up to her desk. I was embarrassed to tears. But anyway, she says, you stay after school tonight. I stayed after school, and then I guess the teacher read the note, and she says, is that true? I said, yes, because Carl and Bernice were going to get married, and so it was true. But she was wondering, I think she wanted to know for herself, too. It's funny little things like that. I got a better one when I was a little girl. When I had a man teacher.
Okay.
And this was probably when I was in 1st grade or 2nd grade, not any beyond that, probably 1st grade. And I had to, I sat in front of this one little girl, and this one little girl, she took a pencil and scribbled all over her paper, just as much as she could, got all that pencil on her, or lead, you know, from the pencil on her paper. And then she says, LeVay, close your eyes and rub your hand on my desk. She had the paper on her desk, so I did that. And then she says, okay, I opened my eyes, my hand was all dirty from that lead, you know, lead all over my hand. And so the next day, you know, I was young enough to be stupid. Next day, I tried the same thing on her. I had her rub her hand on there, and I got caught. So I had to stand in the corner, and I remember there was a bookcase there, and the wall was here, and I had to stand right there. Oh, how terrible. Poor little LeVay. She was so embarrassed.